What comes to your mind when you think of a good camera? An excellent sensor, fantastic images, and outstanding recording capabilities. With Sony, Canon, Fujifilm, and others releasing cameras every year, you can cherry-pick the best for yourself. Even if you're looking to save a few pennies, there are budget options from these giants. Yet, the top seller on Amazon is a camera from 2017, rated 4.7 out of 5, and recent purchases in this year and the last. The Canon EOS Rebel T7i does not have any exceptional features, so why is it the top-selling camera on Amazon? Find out in today's video. You know this camera by many names. Some know it by Rebel T7i, some by EOS 800D, and others by KISS X9i. Released in 2017, it belonged to Canon's famous Rebel lineup of cameras. It took lessons from its predecessors and improved on those. It packed the latest APS-C sensor from Canon and the dual-pixel autofocus, rivaling the Nikon D5600 and the Sony a6000. Even with the latest upgrades, it was considered an upper entry-level camera, and the fact remains till today, Canon themselves label it as a beginner's camera. So why? Why is it the most sold camera on Amazon? Is it because of the Rebel in the name? Or is it something else? Let's see how this dinosaur fares today. So what exactly is inside this relic? Inside the T7i live a 24-megapixel APS-C sensor, Canon's dual-pixel technology, and all these were powered by the Digic 7 processor. So, what improvements did it make? Primarily, with this camera, Canon fixed the dynamic range, meaning you're getting more details in shadows and in highlights. While the improved dynamic range was good, it still failed against its competitors, the Sony a6000 and Nikon D5600. Even back in 2017, the Rebel T7i had somewhat of a mediocre performance. So what? Was it a bad camera? No, not really. It was fine, just fine. You see, despite its drawbacks, Canon did two things right that gave them a leg up in the competition. Firstly, it was Canon's color reproduction. Even today, photographers love the Canon's color science, which is also found in the older EOS 800D. So, whether you're shooting indoors or outdoors, the images are vibrant. Next, and this is important, is Canon's consistent shooting experience. Back in those days, consistent performance was a big issue, and the KISS X9i addressed it. So, whether you were staring at the world through a viewfinder or the LCD, the performance was the same. Another strong point of the Rebel T7i is the autofocus. The 45-point system works in both directions and is cross-tab compatible. It gives beginners a great helping hand, whether you're just casually shooting or need to shoot some action. But there's a huge asterisk. While its casual performance is spectacular, unfortunately, such cannot be said about the sports performance. As for tracking, it's nothing to write home about. Its competitor Nikon D5600 has a similar tracking performance. It's great, but not the best, even for 2017. With 1675 global ratings and 4.7 out of 5 stars, you can say that the T7i is a fan favorite. Now you might be thinking, most of those reviews must be from 2017, 18 or even 19, but that's not the case at all. Some reviews come even from 2021, and what do the buyers have to say about this camera? 85% of the total reviews sing praise of this camera, crowning it as the best camera for beginners or someone who has never used one before. Some buyers go as far as to say it made them an instant photographer. Most reviewers say that this camera is easy to maneuver and fun to shoot with, and we agree. The EOS 800D does have a fairly straightforward user interface, making it easier to get into the world of photography. We also read reviewers saying it was the perfect gift for the loved ones or children. However, there are negative reviews too, just about 1%. Reading those comments, we see people complaining about dead cameras, lenses falling apart, lousy mic, and no universal hot shoe mount. With the dead cameras and bad lenses, it does seem like a problem with the seller and not the camera itself. As for the lousy mic quality, let's be honest, even today, no camera comes with stellar mic quality to drool over. Taking these comments into account, it's safe to say that the Rebel T7i is no doubt not only a beginner's camera, but a no-frill capture-only camera as well. The absence of groundbreaking features is a strong point of this camera. Now the question is, who's this camera for? Who's still buying this camera? Well, if it wasn't obvious already from the reviews and Canon labeling as a beginner's camera, this is a camera for casual shooters, photography students, and those testing the waters of the photography world. Casual shooters and beginners will love the autofocus. Just point and shoot. It can be used for family photos, capturing landscapes, etc. Especially during family photos, you don't want to keep everyone waiting. Besides the straightforward system, the dual-pixel autofocus will track your children or sibling when they run about. Another use case for this camera is for beginners. No need to hop between menus, no complex system or technical jargon, just pull it out of the box and start shooting. Think of this camera as a bike with training wheels. You'll learn the settings, the exposure triangle, and other essential things about photography. Once you have mastered those, just take off the training wheels and just like the bike, the T7i will serve you as a great camera. The Canon Rebel T7i does what it sets out to do, a camera for beginners, for those who want to learn the art of photography. Priced just under $500, which is perfect for novice shooters and as a gift for loved ones. In a world with bleeding-edge camera tech, sometimes it's better to be a simple camera, guiding the newcomer to the art of photography. These are the reasons why the Canon EOS Rebel T7i is the most bought camera on Amazon. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.